Y'all, we're back with another clear UFO footage compilation. And yes, it's a long compilation. Some of these sightings might be a little more spooky as we get ready for the thrilling month of October, the spookiest month of the year. But I promise you're going to love every single one. So let's start with some of the most terrifying UFO sightings. Back with strange UFO sightings, starting with this one from 2011 in Brazil. This sighting is wild because not only does this UFO have a strange and interesting trail, but it seems to be dropping something. At first, when I saw this, I was thinking it could possibly be a firework, but then it does some strange maneuvers and it turns around. Like, here we go. Look, it's going up, right? Not like it's going down. No, it's going up, and then it spins back around, and now it's leaving more of a trail. I don't know what the hell this could be. I found it super interesting, but very strange. I feel like we've lately heard about how some UFO can leave slag or have been seen dropping stuff before, but I've never seen it in a ball of fire just swirling around in the sky. And look, this guy's on the highway. He oh, this is so something I would do. He stopped his car and he's like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? Because truly, what the heck is going on here? If you guys have seen something like this before or have a explanation, let me know in the comments. The way it kind of just faded out there, I'm sorry, I'm fascinated by this. That was weird. I love this one. This was submitted to me in a language that I can't read. But I do love this video because you actually see this UFO fly by the airplane. And at first, when I first saw this, like when I saw the still of it, I'm like, oh, this may be staged. But how quickly it moved, I don't know. It was very blink and you miss it. And if this person hadn't circled it here, I don't know that I mean, because I'm looking, I may have picked it up, but I don't know that I normally would have. And it definitely looks like a disc, right? Like the traditional UFO with the dome on top. And it's moving really fast. So I found that one to be really strange. I'm glad that we got a good slowdown of an airplane UFO, because we've seen a lot of airplane UFOs lately. This blows my mind. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm adding it because it's strange, it's light, and it's pulsing. It's pulsating. However, I am skeptical of this one. I'm not seeing... this is me personally. Again, feel free to analyze and let me know in the comments. But I don't think it's CGI because it has the same blur and grain as a sky in the background. It's not like... You can usually tell when it's crisper and the edges get a little bit blurred out to kind of make it blend in. But I definitely feel that it's real, but pulsing like this, and nobody saw it, right? So, I mean, obviously someone recorded it, but I feel like this would be a mass sighting. This is really, really, really bright. So, at first, when I saw it, and I saw the brightness, and I saw it pulsing, I thought maybe, how they'll gather those stadium lights, and when it's foggy, you can't actually see the pole that's holding up the stadium lights. Maybe there was a power surge. But what started happening is the UFO, or this light, doesn't remain stationary. It starts moving to the right. You can actually see it slowly moving to the right now. So it's not stationary. It is over a city. It's not on a pole, so it's not a stadium light. However, I don't know that it's extraterrestrial, or even interdimensional, or any of the anomalous things we've seen, simply because it's not moving quickly. And again, this is a lot of lights. So I feel that maybe this is one of ours. Maybe you know, something from Lockheed or like one of our military secret government reverse engineered programs, or maybe not even, because I feel like our reverse engineered programs are more stealth. But because of all of the light this is giving off and just how obvious and apparent it is, I don't think it's fake, the fact that it's moving and everything, but I don't think it's anomalous. I think that actually may be one of ours. I love this because, you know, we've seen quite a few UFOs around volcanoes. We've even seen quite a few around the sun, but that's a completely different story. That blows my mind and defies all logic. Um, and I usually feel as though the UFOs are harnessing energy. And I love this video because I feel that it shows just that. And we're seeing here it's going to be slowed down. You see the UFO hovering over the volcano just before it erupts. And as it erupts, it stays under. Then it looks almost as if it sucked something up or absorbed something from the volcano. Bam! And then flies off. And then we see this blast kind of coming from under it. Now, is the blast a supersonic boom from the craft or it expelling energy? Or is it just the blast from the volcano itself? That part I don't know. But this video in particular, especially because it stays above before the eruption, waits for it to erupt, looks like it kind of takes something in, whoop, and dips out. I feel like they were harnessing energy from the volcano, that they harness energy from natural resources to zip out. And it's probably clean. Like it probably gets cleaned within the saucer. This here I added just because you already know when I see it on the news, I'm like, okay, this makes it feel more credible. And this newscaster, this whole newscast, they're covering something else completely. And what's happening is people that are watching the news are noticing, hey, there's this UFO above the volcano. I mean, well, above the mountain, sorry. The previous video got me hooked on volcanoes. But it's just hovering above this mountain. Is no one seeing this? And it does look very strange. To smash that like button if you're enjoying this. And definitely hit the join button to check out some of the member perks. There may just be some perks for you, including early access to all videos. And this is for all membership tiers. Now here we have one from the UK. A strange blinking red light. It was not necessarily blinking. The witness said that it was shimmering instead, and they felt as though through their naked eye it was making movements, and the movements kind of enhanced the shimmering. Very, very strange to me. Let me know what you guys think about these in the comments below. I will see all of you next time.
See, I don't know that they were all spooky, except for that one that waited for the volcano to erupt before it flew off. It was almost as if it triggered it. That was creepy. And sometimes it is just an eerie moment like that that makes things off-putting. Like things like these pyramid-shaped UFOs. Sometimes they're a bit creepy because we're used to pyramids being these giant shapes on the ground. But sometimes these pyramids appear in the sky and sometimes upside down. And it is a little off-putting. Let me know in the comments what you think about these.
Back with more wild pyramid, diamond, and geometric shape UFOs. Things that we've been seeing a lot of in shadows and in very cloudy skies, but now clear, sometimes close-up footage. Like this one of this pyramid-shaped UFO that landed in the desert, question mark, just kind of sitting there. Now, like, let's say after it lands, anyone who walks by and sees it probably wouldn't even take a second glance, because especially with the color, it almost looks like just another rock. Normally, I would say, oh, well, like, wouldn't people see this? But this is clearly in the middle of the desert, and it seems like it may just be a chance capture. But as you guys remember, we also seen pyramid-shaped UFOs, upside-down pyramids over the Pentagon, a video which I posted and YouTube mysteriously removed. Like, it was part of one of my compilation videos, and that section is removed from my video. We've also seen them over in Russia, over the Kremlin. We've seen them in India. We've seen a lot of them in China. You know, we don't get as much information out of China, but what we have seen come from there is pyramid and or triangular in shape and hidden in the clouds. And as you guys saw here, this one was, instead of a pyramid, more diamond shaped. Yet it's at one of the pyramids. It seems like it's in one of the pyramids in South America. And now it leads me to wonder, are the geometric UFOs some form of ancient technology? Are they ancient technology, or are they alien spacecraft, or are they beings that were here before? This one I found interesting when I first saw it. You saw how it's like this weird, almost translucent disc shape. I genuinely thought it may have been a water droplet on the camera until we got the secondary angle. And then this one here attempting to capture it in frame. So definitely at first I was a skeptic of that like round one, but now I don't know, I'm starting to believe a little just because of the movements. This, do you see that how it was almost faded into the cloud? I feel like that's how the other pyramid ones are. As you can see, there's another disc one here. This one, since we're not capturing movement, again, it could be a water droplet on the lens, but this one looks very much like a silver egg. And I only say this because I do believe, and you know, of course I want to believe, but I am skeptical because sometimes natural things do occur and just seem out of place to us. But the pyramids, the fact that this is over a crop circle is interesting as well. Crop circles have a lot of, oh my gosh, it's actually spinning. I didn't see that before until I started recording this video. It's like seeing it with a fresh pair of eyes. It actually had rotation to it. That's absolutely wild. But I'm just, gosh, these pyramid ones, look at this. This is kind of what we saw over the Pentagon, only it was actually upside down. So, you know, we've seen the diamond form, we've seen the traditional pyramid shape, but we've also seen them upside down. And lately, what's been happening lately looks to be more upside down, or to be fair, it could be the angle at which the people are recording it. That could definitely make a difference. And us not physically being there, it would definitely be harder to tell. Speaking of, there is a UFO that we will cover soon on the channel. It is a small black orb with what appears to be markings on the side. Everyone's been talking about it. And I hate to say it. And of course, you know, say what you will in the comments. We'll go through it together in a video. But I do feel that it's an ordinary object that is creating an optical illusion in the sky. We'll get into that next time. These, however, are giant, and I don't think they can be optical illusions in the sky. This I find is beautiful. I love anything. I love the ocean. A bit scary, but I'm a bit skeptical because this UFO or object, because it could just be an object in the water, is sitting here, and we're seeing that there were divers in the water, as you can see, and quite a few of them. This is something that would be reported. And as we've seen, the news is covering UFOs. They have been for a while. They wouldn't just ignore it. They may try to put a band-aid explanation over it, but they wouldn't just ignore it. So the fact that I'm seeing these divers in the water, they seem to be close enough to it to see it, but they don't seem to be reacting to it in any way, makes me feel like this one's a little bit sketchy. This dude does have a what seems to be a camera or recording device in his hand, but I don't want to say that it was angled directly at this craft and or object. Again, it could be an optical illusion of the camera, and it's an ordinary rock formation, which is why the scuba divers don't seem to be interested and or startled by it in any way. Let me know what you guys think about that one in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash that like button, as it really helps out. And if you want to support the channel, don't forget that you can now become a channel member. Each membership tier has its own awesome, unique perks, but all membership tiers get early access to all videos on the channel. So before I post them to the public, they are available for all members. And this can span quite a few videos. So for example, if I have the videos scheduled out to come out in a few days or next week, especially with the holidays coming up, members do get those videos the day that they are uploaded to YouTube, not the day that they are published. So it's real early access. Like sometimes you may even be a month early. This I find interesting. We've actually seen a few. Oh my God. That was spectacular. Sorry. Wow. Goodness gracious. This one I'm actually watching in real time as I'm making this video. A few of the other ones I had already seen, but that took me by surprise. We've seen pyramid UFOs that have had light orbs come near them or get absorbed by them, or they shoot out the light orbs. But to see these two receive these light orbs and then vanish, it's truly a wonder. And when you look, here we have this slowed down version. When you look, they don't vanish, actually. They don't just disappear. They actually push upward with such momentum and velocity that it almost looks as if they've teleported. That is phenomenal. And look almost how they almost look like they are, I don't know, like, damn it. What? No. Give me 1 second. We're going to slow down that launch off because I thought that it came with a slowdown. Hold on a second. Okay, I've taken the point in which they vanished and slowed it down just because I feel like they jet upward as opposed to just disappearing. And I find that fascinating because I feel like when they disappear, it's more likely to be fake. When they jet upward, it's like, look. Oh, it's just like, what the hell is going on? Guys, I need you guys to let me know in the comments what you think of this one, because I thought that one was a wild. This one I'm skeptical of. The way that the light is bending on that beam. I appreciate, all of the videos, but some of them are fake. And I genuinely, personally, my belief is that this one is, just because the way that beam is curving is very strange to me. The position is strange. The appearancy of the UFO, it's like very obvious. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I would love to hear your thoughts on it in the comments below. Make sure that you smash that like if you enjoyed this video. And I will see all of you next time.
It's so strange, and what makes me upset is there's probably going to be parts of that video that when you watch this video back in a week or two might not be here. Because anytime I post these pyramid UFOs, there's a few clips that I attempt to upload to YouTube, and they get blocked. And like I literally have to go in and fight with YouTube, and then that portion of the video gets taken out. That, in and of itself, is very eerie. And I can't believe they have enough power to stop a video and make you trim out a section. That's just it's so frustrating. But honestly, not as frustrating as it was being stuck inside in 2020 during that friggin' pandemic. But while we were inside, the UFOs were coming out to play. So that's the next clip we're checking out. Let me know in the comments what you think about these UFOs in 2020.
We're back with the rising phenomenon of UFOs. Today we're going to focus on a year where we were all locked inside because of a pandemic. That's right, UFOs were having a party in the air during 2020. Starting with this one at LAX, showing us that LAX is no stranger to UFOs. Look at these two lights. And I find it so strange that they're near major airports, and we're only now beginning to be concerned about this. This is over Atlantic International Waters. Personally, I love this because we're not constantly traversing the Atlantic, especially via planes. Like we do, don't get me wrong, we have overseas flights. However, they don't look like this. They look like moving airplanes with blinking FAA lights. So I find it very, very strange. The coloring of it was marked it for me, that weird orange fiery glow. This next one is in Bolivia. We start off by seeing just two lights, and then we see the third one as the camera pans a little bit upward. I like this because we're getting the traditional three light UFO. It kind of looked like a triangle to me, except this, if you look, that third light that comes up looks like it's moving into a formation of almost a straight line with these guys before it passes that first one and kind of reform the triangle. And it makes me wonder, like, some of the triangular shaped UFOs that we see, are they actually a triangular shape, or are they several UFOs in formation? This one blows my mind. At first, I would honestly, because of the blinking and the heavy light in the center, I was thinking a drone. But then because of the other lights that seem attached to the main one on the other side, like on the left-hand side, that thing would have to be huge, huge. But when I see the colors changing and the flashing lights, again, skeptical, I do often think drone. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. Genuinely, I added it because I want to know your opinions on it. I'm genuinely confused on that one. I do love it, though. Here we're back in Montreal. We've had some Canadian UFOs before. This one, it's more of like, I want to say a glow. And I know you guys kind of see it shimmering. It's a little bit harder to see. I do apologize for that. But it reminds me of the previous video we made where I said that they could be ice shards and ice crystals. The strange thing with this is, as you can see, we have multiple angles. And in some angles, it's very, 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 very vibrant. So you can tell it's actually a light, like a source of light, as opposed to an ice crystal reflecting light. I'm telling you, y'all, the UFO phenomena is on the rise. And honestly, I love it. I love not just seeing the new ones that come out now, but I like going back, like this video here, to 2020 to showcase that this has been an ongoing phenomenon. In my opinion, we had a peak in sightings in 2020 when we were all locked inside. Because during the pandemic, while I was watching pandemic news, I did see a lot of UFOs uploaded and posted. Like this one here, and one that we had in a previous video where they were, I think it was in Boston, and they were recording out of their window. That happened during the pandemic. 2 of the New York City UFOs that we've captured happened during the pandemic. Like, I feel like they knew that we were in, and so they came out. And I love this UFO because it has that strange phenomena where from far away it looks like a single light, but as he zooms in, you're seeing that it's actually 2 UFOs either combined or merging. And I find that to be the most phenomenal of the UFOs we've been seeing lately, is that not only are they separate UFOs, but they can merge into essentially one object or one being, honestly, depending on what we're looking at. And don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. And if you want to support the channel and get early access to all videos, sometimes weeks before they're released to the public, definitely check out our membership page by hitting that join button that pops up right next to the subscribe button. There's a member tier list for everyone. Here we're going into October 8th, 2020 in Brazil. Brazil and Argentina have seen quite a few UFOs these past couple of years. If you remember correctly, Argentina's the one where we saw the light UFO falling from the sky and seemingly dropping something. They've been very, very strange. This UFO, though, is elongated, and it's hovering under the clouds, something that
we rarely see. I really enjoyed that one. Again, South America is really, really popping up with these UFOs. Now here we're seeing this reflection of light happen on the camera. That is not the UFO that we're looking at. If you look just to the left of the tree, there it is. It's blinking. It's been blinking the whole video. That is what they were focusing on. This video, apparently they said that the light started out of nowhere while they were at work, and they started recording it, and then eventually after like about an hour or so, it just kind of stopped blinking and disappeared. And they said there it is a clear sky. There's nothing in that direction. So they found it to be very, very strange. When I see blinking lights, I think of man-made crafts. However, it was very, very stationary for a very long time. No movement whatsoever. Even drones, when they kind of turn off or they're ready to come down, you're going to see them drop from the sky and go to essentially what their home base is, where this just sits there in the sky and blinks.
I see it.
Ah, yeah, I see.
Is it circular shape? There's no noise, no helicopter.
And what's interesting as well is as it's blinking, when it goes off, you can kind of sort of still see the source of it lingering in the background. Here we go with England. This UFO sighting I find very strange. I feel like it was like that elongated one that we saw in the sky. Was it over Brazil just a few moments ago? It's a strange shape, not exactly tic-tac or elongated, not exactly an orb. It's just some of them are crescent, just weird, just an all-around strange shape. I find these very, very interesting because although we don't know what UFOs are, we do often find some uniformity or some pattern to them. Again, we're used to triangles, we're used to pyramids, we're used to discs, we're used to tic-tac elongated UFO. So when it comes to these strange shapes like the crescents and the curves, it blows my mind. It makes me feel like maybe it's another type of non-human intelligence race. It's probably I don't know, just like other creatures, other species, maybe even terrestrial. We just don't know about it. I'm sorry. I've been fascinated by this, and I love this 2020 batch right now. I'm really excited to share this with y'all. And here we have one that looks like the exact one that we saw in Argentina, only it's staying in the sky instead of falling and dropping things off, which I kind of like better because when the UFOs drop things off, they kind of freak me out. Y'all smash that like and subscribe. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll see all of you guys next time. It's like a flying car.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little jealous that the UFOs were out and about when we were trapped inside and couldn't do ish. I'm glad we can go out now, but that wasn't good, okay? Next, we're gonna check out interesting UFO sightings that have been submitted by you guys. So this one's for you. Take a look.
We're back with more UFO sightings submitted by you guys, the viewers, starting with this incredible capture by Charles Chadwick. This is actually his second sighting submitted, and it's a revisitation, if you will, of the bouncing light we saw in the previous video he sent in. We're following it up with a video by Jason Romer. He watched this fly right over him. It took him a couple of seconds to realize what he was seeing and that it was real, so he pulled his phone out and started recording. He believes it was at least 6 by 6 by 6, completely flat with black sides. It was spinning, so he only missed seeing the top side. It was not a drone or a lantern or anything that you would expect, at least from what he could tell from his own eyes.
Those are straight up UFOs.
Of course, you guys know I love me some colorful commentary. So here we have these guys freaking out about this strange set of lights in the sky. It doesn't look like they have any rhyme, reason, or order to them. So they're definitely not Starlink, as Starlink
usually runs around on a train.
Dude, that's the craziest thing I've ever fucking seen.
I'm fascinated, as I've theorized before that they possibly use constellations to hide. Maybe that's what they were trying to do here and it just didn't come out right, so it's more obvious. So freaking strange. All right, this one here was submitted by Dave, who didn't provide a last name. He said it was a triangular craft in the night sky. Very, very interesting. He said this happened in North Georgia, United States of America. He went to take a dog for a walk, or his dog for a walk, and saw this. He says that the video doesn't do it justice. Here we have one in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. This blows my mind, as we saw like that diamond geometric shape. This was the night right before an earthquake. And at first I thought it was a rocket launch, but then they were talking about Haiti, and I know that they're not launching rockets. So it is very anomalous and strange. This is an awesome submission by Vincent Mais, and I apologize if I said your name incorrectly, but I truly do appreciate this clip. Vincent is a avid astrophotographer. He's an experienced astrophotographer and an amateur astronomer. They saw this in the night sky, and he says he has a great understanding of the objects in the night sky and how they behave. To him, this was not a normal object. The sighting lasted for over an hour. He didn't have his telescope to set up at the time, so he pulled out this camcorder to start filming. When he looked through his binoculars, though, he could see that it sparkled and changed colors from red to blue to purple to green to yellow and white. And it had a few shooting sparks, which very, very interesting. I love, again, that he is an experienced photographer and videographer. He was able to stabilize this so that we can get a side-by-side comparison of a stabilized video and a zoomed video with what he was seeing with his own eyes. He says if it was a drone, he believes the batteries would have drained much quicker and it would have flown differently. But yeah, to him, this is completely anomalous, and like this is what he used. As someone this experienced, I feel like would know what's in the night sky. Here we have one from Sunway Monterrey. It is July 15th, 2012. I love this one because not only are they seeing the UFOs, but you're actually seeing the kid, like it goes to his face and he's like, what the heck is this? Look at him, look at him. He's like, bro, like, are you seeing this in the sky right now? He's like, zoom in on that. And then, again, I love videos like this and submissions like this because I just feel like this is how me and my friends would act. Like, we'd be sitting here like, bro, are you catching this? Are we seeing the same thing? Like, I need you to zoom in on it.
For the past half an hour, they've been kissing.
It looks fascinating because to me, it goes back to that question that we do often ask when we see these UFOs, and it's, what are they doing? At first, they looked a little stationary. That was wild. But I don't know. I don't know what the heck they were doing. I added this one because this one was actually not submitted, but it was spotted on the news and they covered it. I thought it was a lens flare, although I feel that the news would have a better investigative team to rule out lens flares. So I'm a little iffy on it, but the news is not going to report on it if they don't think it's weird. That one that we just saw, I believe, could have been a lenticular cloud, but it did look fascinating. This one's interesting. This is an older UFO, kind of pulsing. I don't know, the planets don't do that. but the stationary ones I question a little bit sometimes. You know how I feel about this. I added it because I want to be fair to you guys, especially if you submit videos. But I do feel that these could be spotlights from an event that we're just not aware of at the time when this is happening. 2011 through 2013 were wild for UFOs, especially on the news. And again, I love it just because it's actually getting news coverage. Check this out.
Information that appeared this week. Now, people in Metro Detroit say they've seen something just like it. For years, the Air Force conducted an investigation of so-called UFOs. They found no official proof. Any word from the feds tonight about those strange lights?
Well, you wonder if the military's involved.
And again, I love that they're covering it. I love that they're having their conversation. But I want to know what they're doing. Like, yes, I know everyone's like, yes, what are they? And great, what are they? But from what we've heard from the government, what we're seeing, we know that there is non-human intelligence, whether it's extraterrestrial, interdimensional, inner Earth, whatever the case may be. They are non-human intelligence. So, in my opinion, while we don't know exactly what they are, that's kind of not my question anymore. Now I know, okay, they're not human. Cool. They're not us. They're something completely different, a different life form, non-human intelligence. Great. But what are they doing? How many species are there of non-human? Are we saying non-human intelligence as in a mix of extraterrestrial, interdimensional being, inner Earth, or like oceanic beings? Like it's a plethora of species, and we're collectively naming them all non-human intelligence. Is it just this one species, one being that we know of? How much communication have we really had with them? I feel, especially with this trickle-down disclosure, the more information we get, the more questions I have. But guys, don't forget to look at this. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And check out our membership tiers for perks. Early releases for everyone.
Thank you all so much for submitting those videos, guys. I appreciate all of you. I'm sorry it's been taking so long to reply and getting longer sometimes, but I've been getting an influx of mail, like a physical mail, emails, messages. It's insane. But I promise I will get through them, so submit. It may take a while, but I will check out your video. Now, back into the theme of things, let's get a little spooky again. We're going to check out some unbelievable, scary UFO sightings. Let me know in the comments. Are you scared of this?
Y'all, we're back with unbelievable UFO sightings, some of which are scary in my opinion. Starting with this one in Syria that apparently shows a Russian jet, a US drone, and, oh, hello, a little orb flying along with them. Which is crazy because they have been saying that they fear these orbs when they're doing military training. Those were orbs seen in each 3 countries, with one having an explosion, which I don't think was related. This 90-degree turn right here, wild. When I first saw it, I was like, wait, we talked about this before, and it might have been like a time-lapse artifact. But that 90-degree turn right there, and the turnaround was wild, 180-degree, because it turned back around. This is bananas. They said that they intercepted a UFO and it crashed down, right? Here's the thing. It's not just a wild sighting, it's a mass sighting, and I want you to hear the commentary because I'll tell you right now, they don't think that they saw something normal. Listen to them.
That's not even stars, they're actual fuck, bro.
No, one's moving right now, bro.
Dude, you just called this motherfucker kill.
Look, it's moving again,
Hey, this cute. Oh, there you go.
What the fuck?
This nigga stupid.
He's lying like shit.
Now, supposedly with this sighting, the Illinois National Guard are the ones who shot down this UFO and intercepted it. This is actually old. It happened several months ago, I believe. But this video and news about it is coming out now. And it's kind of scary. Did you guys see that thing falling from the sky? I don't know, that it like freaked me out, y'all.
Each other, bro. Bro, what the fuck?
Too. What is that?
And now these orbs are following each other, as they said. I'm letting y'all listen to the commentary, but look at this thing fall again. Because genuinely, it scares me. Look at this.
No! Hey, bro, it's gonna start shaking.
Like, and it's crazy because I agree with their reaction. I would be freaking. I'm freaking out, and I'm not even there. What the hell is that? Oh my gosh. Here we have another orb slash spinning saucer. It seems to be rotating here. I love when they have that commentary. This one here is blowing my mind. It almost looks like a Dementor that is filled with lightning or shooting lightning. Because you see how it's like shadowy, and then it has like a tails or tentacles. I don't know. And then you see the lightning around it. It went up into the cloud. I love the people freaking out. But look at this thing, guys. Look at this close-up. That is strange to me. I'm telling you, these are a little bit scary. This one happened in China, and it's actually beautiful, but I'm not gonna lie, it also looks like the end of days. And it also kind of looks like a gleaming tower, which has actually happened before in China, which is very strange. I mean, the sun covered it because it is going up. I don't think it's skydivers, because they wouldn't be able to go up in direction. But I'm thinking maybe some form of fireworks. I know before we've seen a similar video in the comments. You guys were talking about what was it? Dragon firework that's tied to like a airplane of sorts. I kind of see the same thing with that here. Although I will say that I think it's interesting that the news was covering the event in both occasions. So it makes me wonder, because it's like they would be informed. They would be much more informed than we are, especially given that they are there reporting on it. And they wouldn't report on some nonsense. So I find it strange. I love moon UFOs. I know a lot of people think that they're CGI. But I've seen some crazy stuff through powerful telescopes, so I believe a lot of them. So I love showcasing moon UFOs, and if you can get your hands on just a decent telescope at this point, with the way technology is, you could look to the skies yourself. I encourage everyone to do so. Look at us tracking down this puppy. This one doesn't even look like a disc or anything. It looks like almost like an orb with a smaller orb attached to it on top. Look at it. You see what it's almost, that top part is almost barely attached. Like these things aren't just anomalous because they're doing crazy movements, but some of them are just weird in general. Look at this. This looks like a gateway. This looks like a door, like Kingdom Hearts or something. This one is a little scary to me too. It's like, is the world ending? But it reminds me of the weird, shadowy, shaded pyramids that we've been seeing near the Pentagon. Look at that 90-degree turn. Near the Pentagon and the Kremlin and in many other places. And I know you guys have left comments asking about those Pentagon pyramid videos. I cannot post them to YouTube. The last time I did, it got edited out. And when I tried to repost it, it wouldn't let me make the video public. I don't know why. I don't really have an answer for you on that one. Oh my god, these are so weird. The pod ones are so weird. And I like it that, again, news people are covering, like the news is covering these things, but there's just, some of these are so strange. Like the one in Spain, do you think there's someone within that glass-like material or something? Oh! Sorry, y'all, I want to know what they're doing, and I want to know, like, are some of them manned, or are they all biological in a way, or are some of them drones, and some of them, how many different species? I know we talked about this last time, but this stuff, it blows my mind, and I love it. Look at this beautiful plasma orb of color. See, when I see these, I don't get scared or anything. I think they're beautiful, and I find them peaceful, to be completely honest. I like these rather than that door gateway that we saw. That makes me think like, the end. This makes me feel like, ooh, hope. I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And make sure you smash that like and subscribe if you're enjoying this. Remember, we have UFO videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we have cool reaction videos Tuesdays and Thursdays with some lives on Sundays that discuss non-human intelligence and UFOs. And don't forget that we also have early access to all videos for all members. So definitely check out the membership tier, as there might be a membership just for you.
It is shooting light off of
these. I always think that they're spotlights, but these are shooting off very, very long range, and even the people watching are concerned. What do you guys think of these? Again, I think they're spotlights, but they might be something else.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But y'all know I like to be skeptical. This is strange. It's not moving too fast considering that that's speed times 4, but the shape itself is strange. The fact that it has like a cube, a diamond-ish triangle form, a rectangular form, and a spherical form is very strange. I like that we got to zoom in and got a little better view of the shape, always with the freaking volcanoes, y'all. But a view with that shape, because it reminded me of the black balloon UFO that was recently debunked, in my opinion. And I am working still on making a debunked video for that if you haven't seen it. But it's definitely a party balloon with parallax from the drone that they were using. This I find interesting. I'm like, so wait, so are these two different shots of this asteroid, and in the second one you got this little UFO?
I don't know about scary, but that really colorful one, that was beautiful to me. Stunning. One of the best. Speaking of the best, I think that's the best way to put a bow on this video. We're checking out some of the best UFO sightings of this year. I hope you guys are enjoying. Smash that like and subscribe, and check this out.
We're back with some insane UFO sightings, starting with this one in Long Beach, which genuinely at first, you see how small it is, I thought it may have just been a balloon, but the people watching are commenting on how it actually blurs more as they zoom in, almost as if as he zooms in, the UFO itself makes itself out of focus, if that makes sense. I thought it was really interesting and has very interesting commentary. Check it out.
Yeah, when I zoom in, it gets extremely blurry. See it when I'm zoomed in? It's,
yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know, it's like something floating around up there. But when I zoom out, it's like a little... No, it's still there. Look at it.
I can't see it anymore.
Where's your glasses?
You're seeing things.
So yeah, I don't know. I find it very interesting that they were seeing it in person, and that as he tried to zoom in to get a better look, it would automatically blur. And she's noticing this. She's noticing this as well, and is just as confused and concerned. It makes me wonder if anyone else at the restaurant saw this, and if there's any other video or any other angle of this particular UFO.
What the heck? I'm gonna zoom in all the way.
Look, it looks like it's kind of changing shape. What the hell? We just saw a bird or a bug fly by, so that was a good comparison there. And this object is further away, and so, what the hell is in the sky?
That get zoomed in about 3 times gives the best kind of look at the shape of it, but...
So strange, but I love that sighting. We're jumping into this one from Houston. Again, I was a little skeptical of this one until it started doing some strange movements above the phone line. Like right now, it looks like it's stationary, but it does make some strange left and right movement and dips a little. Check this out, guys. Let me know what you think.
Pero no se mueve. Estoy aquí en un parque.
Come on, I hate when people are like, oh look, we're looking at it, and just show me the thing. give it a second here. It should start moving soon. I mean, it being stationary itself is also very weird. Look, 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 look. See how it's getting kind of closer to the line? Now it's moving off to the right a little bit. It's not moving too fast, but it's eerie. I don't think I've ever, I've never seen nothing like this moving around in the sky. Like, this is crazy. And again, this is happening in 2020 when we're all supposed to be inside because of the pandemic. And again, just back to that question we asked before, what the hell is it doing?
Mira.
Is it on the line now? No, it's going under. It's under. Which makes me think, is it actually over the line or was it further out? What is it doing? I don't know. I found that one very strange. This one from New Brunswick, the man is fascinated because he thought it was a star, and then it started changing shape and kind of splitting up, so he pulled out his phone to record. It's very interesting. We can't get too much detail out of it, but it kind of reminds me of a recent sighting where someone claimed that out of their plane, they saw a very similar light and saw fighter jets circling it.
It looks like a number of ships.
It does look like a number of ships. I apologize, y'all. I did not add the music. It was sent in like that.
Zoom.
I couldn't imagine either. And it's crazy because, like I said, he thought it was a star. So he's like, okay. Then it starts breaking up. And as he mentioned, it did kind of look like it was multiple ships. But it also, if it is, it looks like they're very close together. Porto Alegre. Come on, Brazil. Yo, South America has not been playing with UFOs lately. Though with this one, again, this was 2020, I'm not going to lie. It is interesting, but it could be early Starlink. Right, now that we're used to Starlink, we know it looks like a train of lights in the sky. So, I'm always going to be a little skeptical. I want to believe, but we got to be practical. And I do feel like that one actually may have been Starlink satellites on their train. That one was a little orb. I'm glad he caught it. Look at him. He's like, what the hell? Come on, don't record the cars. Go back up and try to get the orb again. Look at it. Look at it. I feel that it's moving too swiftly to be a balloon in the wind also. That is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think.
What was that, Raj? Aliens, they're going to come give you an anal probe. They do, they're going to come down and give you an anal probe, Raj.
Poor dude, he's like, what the hell? I don't want to get an anal probe. This one I find very interesting. What I would like to know about this, for anyone who's in Vermont and knows where this is there a hillside behind this building or some power lines? Because it could be a transformer about to blow out, right? But it does look very strange. Or it could be a beacon that is affixed onto something to make sure that planes don't crash in the fog. There are several things, in my opinion, that this one can be definitely unidentified, but I don't think that this one is considered anomalous. Newark, New Jersey, Dirty Jersey, hey.
Estoy mintiendo, mira lo que se pilló en el aire ahora. Y no hay nadie que está pendiente a eso.
He said that this just appeared in the sky right now, and he's pissed because nobody's paying attention to it. Look at that.
Sky. Look at what. Look at the sky over there.
He said, look at the sky. Y'all, smash that like and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
Yo, that was awesome. I love UFO videos. Keep sending them in. I can't wait to review some more of your videos. Give me some time, though. Halloween is coming, so I'm also going to be working on some spooky videos for you guys and some scary video game videos on the gaming channel. So subscribe to that as well. Make sure that you check out that compilation right there and those paranormal videos right there.